Welcome creative friends. Today I'm bringing you a Christmas in July giveaway as part of my 80 Things project. There is a video that explains this project which I'll link down below, but sharing this now in case you haven't seen this before. And the process for nominating yourself or somebody that you know is simply to email this address. So I'll repeat that at the end of today's video, but the purpose today is to walk through a destash of my Christmas collections that I'd like to share with people in the creative community here in Australia who will make good use of these collections. I've used these collections, some more than others. They're not full collections, they are reasonably piecemeal. I'll walk through them now, and all it takes to nominate yourself or somebody that you know is to send me an email, include the lot identifier, so I've used letters for these, or tell me that you're interested in just some random selection of these, and I will make some selections from those who nominate and get these out in the mail by the end of July. So the first lot is number A. I'm calling this mittens. You just need to use the identifier as A in your email. And this is a collection that's pretty wintry. It's by Crate Paper. I've taken what I wanted to out of this collection. I made a specific mini album for somebody who lives in cold weather. I don't generally tend to use cold weather collections, even though there seems to be a lot of that in here. This was a really cool collection that came out with all sorts of tags that I've used as embellishments in my work. So this has been picked through, but there's still quite a number of tags in this little book. There's some puffy stickers, quite a few of those left. I did actually buy 2 of those sheets, so there's still quite a few left. There's quite a few embellishments left. These won't all be from this particular ephemera pack. I did have a couple of ephemera packs, but there's still lots of little icons and little postage stamps and labels. And then what is left of a 6x8 paper pad. So still quite a lot of papers in there, certainly enough for a card maker to make good use of and for a scrapbooker to piece those together. So this is lot number A in this giveaway, mittens. And then lot number B is primarily from Rosie's studio. This is mostly the Hearth and Home collection. Oh no, here we go. It's a whole series of them. All Rosie's studio, all Christmas, all wrapped up is the paper collection. And then I believe that these embellishments will be from across these ranges today. It was all sort of the Rosie's studio leftover embellishments, heaps of florals. Some of them have gold on them, all sorts of beautifulness. Some little enamel dots. These are from all wrapped up. So these are gold puffy words, and these are the Hearth and Home dimensional embellishments. This is from another range, but I felt that this washi tape matched this paper pretty well. And then there's still quite a few papers left in this paper stash. I won't go through them all, but there's still quite a few of these papers. So great for scrapbookers or card makers or any sort of junk journaling. Some beautiful papers in there. You may find that I steal that one back out of the pack because that's something that I will use. But generally a whole lot of paper and a good swag of embellishments in that lot, which is lot number B, if you'd like to put your hand up to claim that. And then lot number C is tagged Woodlands. I have used this for 2 Christmases in a row. I've absolutely loved and adored this range. But it's time to say goodbye to the little scraggly bits that are left over. But there are still lots of little embellishments, all sorts of woodland themed. Once again, it's a pretty snowy sort of a range. There's some enamel dots here. There's still some silver brads. Still a good swag of a sticker book, although it's been very picked over. But still lots of little titles and tags and little discs. A few of the puffy thickers still left there, so probably great for scrapbookers, that particular element, but all of this would work for card makers as well. There's not too many papers left. I did use this and use it, and I absolutely loved it. But there are still some papers, couple of full sheets, still the tags on the back there. And this was my all-time favourite paper. I bought a swag of those, but there's still one left. Beautiful black on the back there. And I did buy the colour pack from this one so that there's a matching coloured piece of paper there. And then there are still a few 6x8 papers and then some offcuts of the papers there. So still quite enough to make a couple of pages and certainly enough to put some cards together. If that's your jam, C is woodlands. Lots of greys and blacks and vintagey type woodsy elements in that particular kit. And then kit number D, I've called Wishes. This is a Vicky Booten kit. Being picked over very slimly. So still lots of beautiful double-sided, colourful Christmas papers by Vicky. She does some beautiful papers. One of these packs of stars, I bought a lot of these for some reason, and I have used them, but I thought that would go to somebody. One of the stamp sets has a bird on it, please note, and one of these puffy stickers. So lots of little letters and numbers, all Christmas themed, which would be great for all sorts of mini albums, cards, whatever you got. Found these two washies that I think would go with that. So that's D, Wishes. And then E is a random pack. Lots of randomness in here. Can't tell you where most of this comes from, but Christmas papers galore. Pinks and reds and golds. Oops, sorry, pinks and reds and golds. This DCWV pack, lots of Christmas papers in there. A Uniquely Creative die cuts pack. This would be a mix, not just from this range at the time. Holly Jolly Christmas. This would be all of the Uniquely Creative that I had from about that era. This framed scrapbooking page, and then Uniquely Creative papers here. So some cut aparts or using the actual paper. Cut aparts and paper. So still quite a lot of paper in here and certainly enough embellishments to really get it going. Even just to make envelopes out of those would be great, right? Which I keep saying I'll do, but I don't. So I want to pass these on to people who will enjoy them and use them with great abandonment, hopefully. That is E. I can't find the ticket right now, but on one of these papers there's going to be an E. There we go, E, random. So if you're into a bit of randomness, a lot of that tends to match. I've made sure it kind of matched, but it's certainly still random in paper selections. And then F is joyful. So this is from Cocoa Vanilla, another range that I have really loved and loved and loved, but I've chosen to move forward onto different collections this season. Even some of the chipboard. Even the bird, people, sacrificing a bird on behalf of somebody else to enjoy. Still quite a few of the embellishments in there. I did have a few packs, so that might just be all of them in together. Some puffy stickers. These are little journal tabs. There's still quite a few of those left. And then this was some paper that I made to match this collection. And these aren't necessarily all from the actual collection, but they do tend to just match in with the tones of that collection. More so these pages I would have bought for that purpose. Some little journaling card. Whole sheets, a couple of whole sheets left for joyful. One of the full sheet of these numbers that I know a lot of people use to make advent calendars, and still some more cut aparts there. So enough to get a couple of pages going. If that interests you, please tell me it's number F, joyful. And then moving on to G and on to H. These are both from the Paige Evans Sugar Plum collection. Some little random bits here that I'll split across the pack. But this is half of the 48 sheet pack, so I just split it into two. I don't think anybody needs 48 pieces of one packet of paper. Don't know why I thought I needed it, but I did. Lots of bright, very Paige Evans mixed papers, another Advent one there. So both of these will have exactly these papers in them. Just keeps going. So traditional, but with pink and purple colour tone. Nearly a whole pack of these thickers. There's some letters that have been taken out. The washi tapes. And then in this one, we have this embellishment pack. And in the other one, we have an alternate embellishment pack there. And these washi tapes here in H. But H is exactly the same papers, a full set of thickers, the washi tapes and the embellishments. And G is just that alternate pack of embellishments. So these are going out somewhere in the creative community in the next few days. Please nominate yourself or somebody that you know if you will make use of these Christmas papers. Get started with Christmas in July or hold them for the end of the year. But most importantly, please nominate with the promise that you'll cut these apart and put them to good use, making things to share with others and enjoying everything that we have to offer in this creative community. Once again, here's my email. Enjoy the process, people, and I will love to send these out to you or somebody else that you know who would appreciate them. Get nominating. Enjoy.